Hi, welcome to the STC Podcast. My name is Cole and I'm here. Hi, welcome to the STC Podcast. My name is Cole and I'm here with Tyler. Say hi.
You alright?
Yeah, I've got Tyler here today to discuss a few subjects that some of you guys wanted me to talk about on my podcast. So, first of all, Tyler, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Obviously, I know this is your first podcast.
It is.
Yeah. Obviously, again, thanks for having me. It's kind of funny, obviously, because me and our mate do Critical 3. We've got our podcast going, which now I've got my setup back, which you've managed to catch me on. I can do a few more on that side. So no, it's good to be talking on yours and just putting a little note out there. I'm looking forward to kind of being back on Critical 3 as well.
Absolutely, and if you want to go check out Critical 3, I'll put a link in the description.
Nice.
Okay. It's all right, man. Okay, so we've got a few subjects that some of my people wanted to talk about on this podcast. Obviously, the main thing, it's going around everywhere at the moment. The quarantine, it's something that people wanted to talk about and obviously have our views on it. Do you want to start off with your opinion, or shall I start?
No, go on. It's your podcast. You lead the way.
All right. So obviously, my views of the quarantine. Obviously, it does help. Obviously, I'm sure many people could agree. I'm sure most people are pissed off about it. I know I am. Obviously, not being able to go out and going to the pub. Me and Tyler know. Yeah. So yeah, it is taking its toll, but obviously, it will come out with a better outcome. It will help a lot of people, and I'm sure, that's really what it's about, really. That's all I can really say on it.
I wouldn't say it's about helping people. I'd say that people are dying with a virus. There's a lot of controversy about it.
Yeah.
It's helped people and it's made things worse for people. It's everyone's different. It's made some people jobless, potless. It's made some people save a lot of money and help them. I don't know. Everyone's different, and to be fair, this saying it's going to go on for months, say it's going to change the way we live. Yes, I think it will change the way we end up living our lives from now on. I also think as well that it's a bit of a shame that it's going to change the way people live their lives, just for the simple fact that
absolutely
it's a thing that's been blown massively out of proportion. So, but yeah. That's I don't really have too much to say on that. The only good thing I will say, and I kind of think you're benefiting from it in the sense that it's given people a lot of time to do things that maybe they wouldn't do. So a lot of video game and YouTube creators have managed to get a lot more out. Games, a lot of people are playing more games now. They've sold a lot on that, and also people are running out of ideas and coming up with new ways to do things. So this is your new podcast. If the coronavirus didn't happen, would you have done it?
No, I wouldn't have actually. I probably would have tried to make more content on my first channel, Cole Isaac. I'll put it in the description. It's just a vlog channel. Obviously, I would have been doing random stuff. I'm still trying to get on my music at the minute, which is a bit of a struggle at the minute. Obviously, with the recording equipment, it's not really coming to piece by piece. But obviously, as you know, Cyrus, who was supposed to be on this podcast, has started doing music now. And I think he's been doing pretty well. He's been producing a lot of tracks,
Yeah, his music's been really good. Like I said, it's definitely made me want to create more. I haven't because, again, I've set up personal reasons. I've only kind of just got it back on track, which I'm hoping now I can do whatever I want. I've definitely got the technology there. And like I said, also with Cyrus, he's been doing a lot of his songs. His songs are really good. And, like I said, it's all different. It's doing different things for different people.
Absolutely. Well, thank you on that, Tyler. And that's it about the quarantine. I think the next subject of topic is TikTok. Apparently,
TikTok.
TikTok that most people want to talk about now. Me and you both have TikTok accounts. We're both on the app. We're both regular creators on the app.
You more than me, definitely.
Yeah, me more than him. Obviously, I've got a lot more spare time.
Yeah.
But we both produce good content, and so. But on the whole, we're not talking about our content. Let's leave that out of the picture. How about other people's content? What content do you usually look for when you click on TikTok?
Well, I'll just scroll through the main page. There's a few people that I follow anyway. I said I like TikTok. I know a lot of few people think it's stupid, and like when the concept is weird. You just mime into a sound that's already done, unless you do actually speak on it.
Yeah, I think what it is, it gives a lot more help to a lot more actors as well to kind of develop more of a character on a certain voice and a certain type of movement. I think it gives a lot of benefit to a lot of actors sometimes as well on TikTok when it comes to like miming and doing facial expressions and everything. I think it gives a lot of help.
Working on facial expressions, yes, maybe, but obviously from an acting background as an actor, would I use it as a tool to help me acting? And no, definitely not. It's definitely something to have fun with. I think regarding voices and stuff, like if I was using it as technique, there's no beneficial whatsoever. Like there's some people out there who obviously I've seen doing the TikToks, the Jim Carrey ones, and their face is very elasticated like how it is. So it helps do that, but an actor can sit there and do it in the mirror. They can have a script and do it in the mirror. Everything needs to work on facial things. So I kind of disagree on that one. Like I said, TikTok, it's a fun app. It's a good app. Like I said, it passes time. You can have a laugh with it. Like I said, there's not really too much I can say about that. Also, I've uploaded a few more up on there. So have you. The one thing I do like, and the one thing I don't do on it is the makeup stuff. Obviously, you do your Pennywise.
Yeah, I do my Pennywise makeup. I've got a lot of stuff with that because it's kind of like a character persona. Because obviously Pennywise is surprisingly quite a big character on the platform. Like a lot of people, since It Chapter 2 came out, it's become more of a bigger character on the platform. And I did my own adaptation on the character.
Yeah.
And I think it doesn't get me much likes or anything, but I enjoy doing it, and it's something that I look forward to doing more.
Well, that's it, and I think that's what's kind of. Going back to the COVID-19 is kind of made me realise is a lot of people are posting more stuff out there, and a lot of people kind of use care of kind of getting likes, being famous and all that kind of stuff. And I've kind of, especially with doing Critical 3 over the past over a year now, and some of the TikTok stuff, it's more the fact as long as I like it and I'm happy with it, I'm not that bothered. Well, I'd like it as long as it gets more than at least 10 views. I'm happy, but as long as I like it, then I'm happy with it. So, and I think that's what's happened more recently. And I definitely encourage any person watching this or creating this. Like, obviously, this is your first podcast, and this will only improve. Like, this probably doesn't look great at the moment. It may not sound great, but look. Again, I know it's going back to when I first started, and obviously some of your videos, it can only get better. So keep doing that.
Exactly. Yeah, man. All right, well, that's TikTok over with. We're kind of going to brush through these because obviously, there's a lot to get through. One of the other ones is obviously Doctor Who. Obviously, it has had to stop due to COVID-19, but I think since after Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, I think it started to slip. I don't know if you'll agree with me on that.
I'll be honest with you, I've not watched Doctor Who in years, so I can't add anything.
But the one thing that I've always noticed is whenever I ask people who are major Doctor Who fans, who every time I've gone to conventions, every time I've gone to everything, I ask them, who's your favourite Doctor? 90% of them always say David Tennant.
Oh yeah, David Tennant is massively popular.
It is, and I find it interesting that, since he only done 3 series of Doctor Who, that he's had a massive impact on the culture.
Oh yeah, massively. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like I said, David Tennant's a lot of people's favourites. He had a really good run. Again, Matt Smith, I watched about 98% of his. He had a good run. I just think some of the writing was terrible. Capaldi could have been phenomenal, but they made him silly like Matt Smith, I think, on some occasions. And
yeah, absolutely. I think if he was more serious, like if you've ever seen the
original, it should have been like William Hartnell.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Like, if you ever seen Twice Upon a Time?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
The Christmas special. They got the first Doctor and the 12th Doctor, and if they twisted Capaldi's character, they could have been so much alike, and it could have been so much better.
100, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. That's how it should have been. And again, I refuse to watch any of this new one.
Oh, actually, I have seen the new one. I've seen some of the newest series. I've actually got one of it on DVD, and it's actually not that bad. Some of it is repetition. It's more repetition than most. The thing I would say is annoying me is her pulling out the sonic screwdriver every 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know a few people have said that.
Honestly, Matt Smith did that a lot, but not as much as Jodie Whittaker. I'm not gonna lie. But
I'll be honest with you.
What I will say is there are a lot of room for improvement. I think if they channeled the acting right and the energy, she could be phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a big word, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit phenomenal there.
Yeah, it's a big word.
Yeah. Anything else to say on that?
No.
Okay. So what else we've got? Just generally, I don't know why they said this. Music. Now, that could be a wide range of things. But recently, me and you. I don't know if most of you know this, but me and Tyler are brothers. You know, we spend a lot of time together. You know, we have spent a lot of time together. Obviously, not as much as this COVID-19 because of this whole COVID-19 thing.
Yeah.
But obviously, before it, we used to spend a lot of time together. We used to listen to quite a different variation of music, including like Queen, Eminem, loads of people, so varying all that. But one thing I must say, it's a very generic question. But what is your favorite song, Tyler? I know it's a very generic question, but what's your favorite song?
I don't know. It can change. You know, 1 minute it's Drake, probably next minute it's Eminem. You know.
What about at the moment then? At the moment.
Do you know what? Let's have a little look. Got my tablet. I've got my iPad here. I'll have a look what I've been
It's brand new iPad that he's bought. It's brand new iPad. He's flunking the dollar.
Do you know? I don't know. I don't know. I'll post it in a minute. The one I've been listening to the most would be, is it 2C Slide Drake?
Yeah, that's big on TikTok as well. That sound.
Left foot
slide. That one. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say mine at the moment. I think it would have to be Snow Patrol Chasing Cars. Love that song. I've been listening to it a lot recently.
So let's have a listen. What's it called?
Yeah. Snow Patrol Chasing Cars. It's an old song, but it's very good. I think it was used on a lot of films actually in the late 2000s.
So let's
like late noughties. I think it was used in a lot of like kind of romantic dramas. I think. I don't know. I had a look.
Here we go. Chasing Cars, Snow Patrol. It's at least about 10 years old.
Yeah, so I'd say around about late noughties.
There we go. This is if it's wanted to work. Our typical notes.
If not, I'll leave a link to the song in the description.
There we go. Oh really? This just reminds me of Notts County. Being there on the Saturday. They play it on the tannoy every Saturday before the game started.
If you don't know, me and Tyler are big county sport fans. Me more than Tyler.
What? I don't know. You know, also I've just not been for past year or two.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway, back to the next subject. And obviously you have not seen the new trailer.
No.
But the new Black Widow film, I have seen the trailer a couple of times in a few places. Now, I think, let me break it down. I think Scarlett Johansson has just returned to, is it Moscow, where she's from?
She's Russian. I'm sure she's I want to say Russian agent, but I could be wrong. By the way, Chasing Cars, it is a single back in 2005, so it was mid-noughties.
Oh, mid-noughties then. But yeah, and she's just reconnected with her sister. So it's kind of like a family thing. So the family try and take down this agency. Bloody, but it's kind of cliche, you know. It goes back to the family, takes down the agency. It's quite a cliche kind of film. But I want to see it, and obviously I doubt it'll be coming in cinemas because obviously most films now are coming straight out on DVD. Obviously, because of due to the COVID-19, which is taking up a lot. Obviously, it's taken out a lot on us.
Yeah.
obviously. Okay, we are speeding past these. Oh my god. Okay, the new PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, I wanted to touch upon this subject because I've seen what the PlayStation 5 is supposed to look like. Now,
it's a mock-up, but yeah, go on.
It's a mock-up, yeah. But if you're telling me it looks a bit retro, if you ask me. Is it me or has it got that retro vibe?
We must be seeing a different mock-up then. How does yours look?
I don't know. It's kind of got like a dent. It's kind of got like a little wedge at the front, and like where you enter the disc or something. I don't know.
You don't know what it looks like.
It's kind of like It's kind of like It's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? You're not on about the V shape, are you?
No, not the V. Is it? I think it is the V shape. Yeah.
No, it's a load of rubbish. That's not it.
Oh, I must have seen a different one then.
Yeah, no, that's not it. No.
Oh well. Anyway, we'll move on to that. The Xbox Series X. Obviously, that's only have
that
one.
Looks great. And I'm not an Xbox fan.
I know it looks like a fridge.
I think it looks really good. I think again it could be a really powerful machine. I had the original Xbox, but I still think I'd probably stick to PlayStation. But that's me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I've had both throughout the years. I mean, I've had mostly PlayStation. I've had, but Xbox as well. You know, I had a 360, which I think was still one of the best consoles. You know, 360 was great. You know, at its time, Xbox 360 was great. But then again, what would you prefer at the time, PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360?
Well, I ended up having both, but I had PlayStation for the majority of the time. Xbox was good, but I preferred the PlayStation just because I knew so many people where the Xbox kept breaking, so I was kind of happy on the fact that I didn't have to worry about mine breaking.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I would prefer the PlayStation 3, even though I had an Xbox 360. I gave my PlayStation away because I thought the Xbox was better. Turns out I was wrong. But I had the Xbox 360 Elite, which was the one that looks like the Xbox One.
That was really nice, though. That's what I mean. It was your console, actually, that made me get an Xbox, because we ended up getting the same one.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it was you that actually set up my Xbox when I got it.
And you know what? It was Minecraft at our cousins, obviously Connor and Chase. Also when we went around there, obviously they played Minecraft. It was the first time I played it. Obviously our cousins had Xbox at the time. He was always on it, and I heard of it and I thought this looks terrible. The graphics are horrible. I thought GTA 4 and God of War looked amazing, so I was into those kind of graphics. But it's really weird. I fell in love with Minecraft. I'm guilty as charged for saying that.
Yeah, it's like I only got the Xbox for Minecraft.
Yeah. It's with this same.
And then as soon as I got the Xbox, Minecraft came out on PlayStation.
PS4, yeah.
And I was gutted, and I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah.
I've just spent Mum, at the time, obviously we're living with Mum. Yeah. My mum just spent this money on this Xbox, and now it came out on PlayStation. I remember my brother shout. I remember my brother Cyrus shouting me upstairs, going, "Cole, come look at this!" I ran upstairs and I saw it on PlayStation, and my jaw just dropped at the time. As a kid, that was brilliant.
And that's what I mean. It's like I ended up. Do you know what? It's weird because there's been so many times I picked up an Xbox One, nearly bought it, but this time just for Forza. Just so I could play Forza Horizon for the James Bond cars.
Forza doesn't appeal to me at all.
No,
Forza does not appeal to me.
But they've got this obviously James Bond that we could drive James Bond cars, and I thought it'd be so cool. And I thought, do I spend £200 to probably play a game a few times? But I haven't, and I still pick it up sometimes. But yeah, going back to Minecraft and Xbox, I remember when it comes to PS4, it was like a really big thing. And I think now I ended up owning it on the Xbox 360, the PS3, PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. I've had Minecraft on all those platforms. So
that's good. Oh, wow. I mean, yeah. Okay. Now I didn't really get this question. I think it was stupid. What's it? Generations of movie superhero. Now, I think what it meant by that was obviously the different actors in movies who have played certain superheroes. Obviously.
Okay, I thought it was going to say what generation is your superhero film.
No. So obviously, what I think the question is, what would you prefer, Tobey Maguire's Superman or Andrew Garfield's? That kind of thing.
Okay. Go on then.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a superhero, and obviously I'm going to tell you which one you prefer. So obviously I'm going to go with the most recent one to have played it, or the best, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so in terms of Batman,
Yeah.
do you prefer Christian Bale or Ben Affleck?
Christian Bale, but Ben Affleck had the better physique. And
Ben Affleck had the better physique, but in terms of gadgets, character,
Batman, yeah.
and villains, Christian Bale,
Yeah.
I think, topped it.
Yeah.
Superman, Christopher Reeves or Brandon Routh?
Oh, Christopher Reeves.
Yeah,
Hands
I
down.
think that's right. Considering it's such an old film, it's still a classic.
It's still so good.
I find that amazing. Like even the special effects in it, it just looks so real.
No, it's so good.
I don't know how they do it. Spider-Man, I think Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man.
Huh.
That's my opinion. But Tom Holland has done a really good job.
Tom Holland's fantastic. He's by far the best Spider-Man. Exactly like the comics, young, teenager, witter. Now, I really like Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield was my favourite Spider-Man at one point.
I think
and not many people have said that.
I think he was more the passive Spider-Man that people liked.
He was good. He was good. But, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Let's try one more. Hulk. Obviously, we had the Hulk movie, just about Hulk. Then we had the Avengers Hulk. Obviously, you know the Incredible Hulk movie, the one with...
We've had three. The Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, and the Avengers one.
The Incredible Hulk, sorry.
Right, so... Well, the Avengers one, but again, before the Avengers one, I preferred... I think, I don't know. I think I preferred the Incredible Hulk, I think. Even though, again, a lot of people... At the time, I hated the look of it. But, yeah, no, that's an odd one. But now, it's the Avengers Hulk. It's by far the best.
Yeah. All right, I don't think there's any other generation of this character, but I want to touch upon this film because it is by far the funniest and one of the coolest movies I've seen, Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool's really good.
Deadpool is one of the best superhero films I've probably ever seen. I think it doesn't top Superman Christopher Reeves. That will always remain my favourite.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that was just my personal opinion. It would never top that.
No, it's fine. I just don't know how you can compare it, but okay, yeah.
But still, like, even though they're in different universes, I think, it's still a movie, same at the end of the day.
Okay.
But Ryan Reynolds, I prefer Deadpool number 1 over number 2. Because I think number 2, they kind of overkilled it.
Yeah.
With number 1, I think they focus more on the backstory, which I loved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think they should have stayed with that concept.
Okay, yeah. No, okay, I got a question for you now. What which version of Deadpool do you prefer? The Ryan Reynolds Deadpool in Deadpool 1 or the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool in the Wolverine Origins?
Deadpool 1. Deadpool 1 is a lot more cheekier. It's a lot more...
But do you know what I'm actually on about?
Yeah, I know what you're on about, but I still prefer Deadpool 1.
Yeah, obviously. The Deadpool in Wolverine Origins is terrible.
Exactly. Like, what was that thing coming out with his fucking arms? Like, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah. I didn't think you knew, that's all.
No, of course I knew. All right, I'm actually going to be on superhero TV shows now. This ain't in it, but I want to touch upon this. Obviously, I don't know, have you seen the CW show The Flash?
I've not watched any superhero TV show. Apart from Luke Cage, all the Daredevil ones.
You were about to say Deadpool then, weren't you?
Yeah, they said Deadpool. And that was it, that's it. Only Netflix ones. None of the other Superman, Superwoman, Batgirl, none of that.
I think before we do the next podcast, if hopefully we do a next podcast, I think you should start watching the Arrow series, which is really good, and The Flash. Those are the two main ones. Try and watch them before we do the next podcast. Watch a few episodes. I suggest midway through season 1 on Arrow and midway through season 1 on Flash, because obviously that's where you get the good bits. Watch a bit of them, and then obviously you'll kind of get a concept of what it's about. But they're both great TV shows. Obviously Arrow has ended now. They've killed Oliver Queen, the Arrow.
Yeah. Great. I don't need to watch it now.
Well, I'm sorry, but no, but like obviously your view on the whole TV show. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
But obviously, they had killed him off, which is sad. I mean, they did a great 8-season run.
Mm.
You know, a great 8-season run, which was great. The Flash is still going. You know, I think that's on its 5th, 6th season now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really good. Okay, enough about. I'm not talking about Supergirl because that's just shit. I mean, fucking hell. I mean, the Superman that was bad enough.
Yeah, I've seen the picture.
Yeah. So what else I'll talk about? What is it? Obviously, I want to touch upon football because obviously that's ended, and I think a lot of football fans are shocked and quite hurt that obviously season has ended.
Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed, but it's one of the things. You know, what
well,
can you do?
The one thing about all Notts County fans, no more disappointment.
Well, yeah, we were disappointed. We was on the way up.
Yeah, but obviously we were like. But every time we were going up, we were good. Everyone was so positive. But then we lost once, and everyone was like, "Oh, fuck them."
Well, I don't know. I disagree with that, but okay.
All right. Okay. I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you, Tyler, so much for being on this podcast. I really appreciate it.
No, again, thanks for having me on. Hopefully, we look forward to, maybe doing it one again, and maybe, as I get our brother Cyrus on, we could talk about his music, and hopefully, also I look forward to, hopefully get you on our Critical 3 as well.
Yes, I'm very much excited to be on that. I'm sure that'd be great. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. If you want, leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe to Critical 3. They produce great content, very entertaining to watch. And thank you so much to Tyler. He's got a film coming out soon, which is going to be fantastic. It has got a great storyline. And yeah, thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you in a bit.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.